Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly Planet, official podcast of comicbookmovie.com, where we talk movies, comics, TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, is my co-host, Nick Mason. He's back.
Happy Father's Day. If you're in Australia only, I think.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure.
That's how that works, right?
To all the fathers out there.
You know who you are, presumably.
Or do, maybe you don't know.
Good on ya. Getting out and about. Speaking of fathers, in a way, Mason.
Oh, here we go.
He was one of the fathers of our generation in terms of entertainment media.
Oh, I see where this is going, but I'm excited to see where you put the links.
Sure.
Here we go.
Gene Wilder passed.
You needed another link there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you cut me off. I probably had one.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
No, he passed away at 83.
He did, yeah.
This week.
Very sad.
Sorry, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, 83 is a good innings, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's always a sign of someone who's beloved who dies. When they reach a decent age and you're still like, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Any Gene Wilder films that stand out for you?
I love Blazing Saddles. I'm a big fan of Blazing Saddles. Young Frankenstein's great too.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to say Willy Wonka, and that's,
But you know what? He is amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a particularly good movie.
Uh-huh.
Especially the first, 15 minutes. Just like a dreary, weird Eastern European
But he's not in it for the first 15
Exactly.
minutes. Yeah.
And then as soon as he turns up, that movie changes.
Yeah.
And it's not just the chocolate factory and everything. Because I don't know if you've seen the Johnny Depp version.
Yes.
Total shit. And he's terrible in that movie. But Gene Wilder's amazing in
Well, it was supposedly not supposedly. It's in
allegedly.
Allegedly. No, at the start of that, in his first appearance, he's sort of hobbling along on the walking stick, and then the stick gets stuck in the ground, and then he sort of does a forward roll. Like that was his bit, because he's like, I want people to wonder if anything Willy Wonka does is real or true.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it totally works.
Yeah.
And he's got great rage.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
Flip out moment. Yeah.
So if you haven't seen Blazing Saddles, I would check that out.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein's great, and also any of the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor films.
Sure,
I think are pretty good. Silver Streak is their first one, which is where he's accused of murder while on a long train trip, and it's very very good. I like that one.
And one of them he does blackface.
Maybe skip that one.
But you know what though? I watched the clip.
Yeah.
He makes fun of it as he's doing it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So it actually. It sort of works for blackface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's speaking of things that
Can't believe I'd ever say that.
Yeah, right. Great.
Look, there's two examples where it sort of works. Robert Downey Jr. And this. Not Soul Man.
Not Soul Man or any time it happens in Australia. Like every couple of weeks it happens in Australia. Stop doing it. Stop trying. It's not going to work. Speaking of things that are also quite controversial, he's also in the Woody Allen film Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex But Afraid to Ask, where he's in love with a sheep.
Right, that's right.
And that's a very good bit.
The band together.
That's the best segment in that film. Yeah.
Absolutely. Good stuff. So yeah, look, great innings. He hadn't made a movie since 91. He did bits and pieces on television, but he seemed like a genuinely good bloke. And it sucks that he's dead.
Well, his family said, because he had Alzheimer's. Yeah. And they said he didn't say anything, not because he was vain, because he didn't want anybody to think, oh, that's the guy who used to be Willy Wonka,
Right,
and be sad about it. So,
yeah.
And that's apparently, I heard a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that said they would come up to him and their kids would be like, that's Willy Wonka, and he'd be like, yeah, it's me, I'm Willy Wonka, hey. Yeah. So, hey, you know what we should do now?
Let's do it, Mason.
Our sponsor this week is Lutkrat.
It is Lutkrat.
Finally.
We finally got one.
Finally, these bloody weeks of bloody garbage news where I don't have any presents. You make me sit through all this news every week. I don't get a present.
Happy Father's Day, Mason.
Thank
from
you.
Lutkrat.
Is there a child in here?
Let's find out.
Oh, jeez.
You never know, do you?
Our sponsor this week is Loot Crate, so we're going to unbox during the news.
That's right, exactly.
Well,
while you're doing
we also got a Loot Crate. We got a Loot Gaming Loot Crate.
Yes.
And there's a little...
Adam Jensen.
There's a little Adam Jensen from Deus Ex.
Are you going to get Deus Ex?
Probably. I like the last one.
Apparently this one's a lot better as well. I stopped playing it. I liked it, but I stopped playing it.
Why did you stop playing is the question.
I can't remember. Too many augments. I don't know.
Here's why I lost... I played it for a while, and then I sort of lost faith in the game for a brief period, and then I came back to it.
Right.
Like, it's a good game. The last one's a good game, but the problem with it is it's one of those games where they're like, you can play this however you want. Like, you can, you can kick in a door and go in guns blazing, you can stealth in, or you can hack in, or you can, negotiate your way through the front door or whatever.
Robot arms.
Yeah, robot arms, exactly. And you can, build all your augments based on that, up until you get to the first boss battle.
Yeah.
At which point you can only fight your way through. So if you built, the first boss is like a guy and he's 8 feet tall and he's got machine gun arms and an unlimited supply of hand grenades and whatever, and he can see you if you turn invisible and whatever. If you built up negotiating skills. You can't negotiate your way out because apparently the boss battles were built by a different company.
Ah, well, there's no boss battles in the second one.
Oh, okay,
in this
much better
new
then.
one, yeah. But I've heard it's amazing.
Yeah, you couldn't. So you'd get there and you'd be like, oh, I wish I had
More machine guns.
more machine gun arms. If anything, I wish I hadn't acquired that augmentation that lets me like fall from a great height and not be injured.
Oh, the Phoenix kind of.
Yeah, the Icarus, the little
Icarus,
force
that's
field.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, I should get this one.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't played it.
Okay, then great.
Maybe.
All right, I'm
Mason.
gonna crack open this.
All right,
I'm gonna crack
what's
open the
first
real
thing?
Loot Crate for real. Archer t-shirt. Right at
that's
the top.
cool, yeah.
What is the theme this week, I wonder?
It's all on Netflix. I've watched like the first 3. I got
Yeah.
it like ages ago. I got to get into
maybe
it.
it's okay. Oh, it's anti-heroes. That makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
Because last month was Suicide Squad, which we'll be talking about at this episode.
Oh.
It's a presidential Archer
Oh,
t-shirt.
you see, it is too. There we go. Love it.
Oh, good. There's a car alarm. Fantastic! Ah, that stopped.
It probably went off because of the sheer power of the Loot Crate.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did feel that reverberation when you opened it.
Yeah.
Mason,
Yes.
Jon Favreau is returning as Happy Hogan in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
The movie. You a fan of Jon Favreau's Happy Hogan?
For the first 2 movies?
Didn't like him in the third
Well,
one.
because he went all... Remember he went all...
He went insane?
He went insane and he became the head of security, you know?
Right. I thought it was still funny though.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you're right. It's true.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like a natural progression. He was just kind of insane in the third one. But he had his bloody moments. Apparently, they were initially going to kill him off in the third one, and for stakes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then they bring him back at the end. He's watching Downton Abbey.
Well, they kind of like... these stakes aren't so great when you think about it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you think, as a head of security, he does anything? I mean, they talk about that in Iron Man 3.
Yes.
Like, does Iron Man need
No, absolutely
head of
not.
security? Yeah.
No.
He could just have a robot just follow him around, and that would work.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Just... Well, I mean, I guess he had... I guess at the time he hadn't perfected... It took him 2 hours to perfect the completely autonomous robots that can do whatever he wants and are fully armed and don't need him at all. So,
Right.
you know, maybe Happy Hogan got fired at the end of 3.
Okay.
He was like, Pepper, you're alive. And I've fixed you. Happy you're fired. Get out of here. Clean out your desk.
So what I find interesting about Spider-Man Homecoming, I was going to say Spider-Man 3. Nothing about that movie.
Great, good.
About this is, it's Sony's money, so they would have gone, or majority of it I assume, so they're paying for Robert Downey Jr., they're paying for Jon Favreau.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure, like, maybe Marvel were like, you should have a Robert Downey Jr., and then like, by the way, it'll cost you like $50 million.
That's right, yeah.
It'll be a slightly better movie. But yeah, no, I like the way they're kind of tying these universes together. I wonder how much Iron Man and how much Happy Hogan we're going to be seeing.
I'm going to say a lot more Happy Hogan than Iron Man.
Sure, okay.
If anything, this might be the tipping point of them slowly phasing out Robert Downey Jr. from this movie.
Into a Happy Hogan.
Yeah, they'll be like, next best thing though,
Good
Jon
enough.
Favreau. Like we've always said, he's money, baby. Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Kill Bill themed socks.
Nice.
They're like the bride's like Asics. Like a little
Have you ever seen the one cut of Kill Bill?
all together.
Yeah.
Have you?
No, I haven't. Apparently it's amazing. Apparently it works
Okay.
really well.
All right.
So, because I like the second one more. I don't know, even though it has less fighting. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I should watch that one day.
No, don't.
Okay, I won't.
Hey, in the Loot Crate magazine.
What's a magazine? What's a magazine?
That's the Loot Crate magazine.
Oh, magazine.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, great. We're gonna find our killer code names. That's how we do
Okay,
it. Okay,
good.
you ready? Okay. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay. Blue. The answer's blue.
My code name is Blue.
No, wait. It's not finished yet. There's a second half. First letter referred to James. Okay. Blue Adder. That's your code name. What do you reckon?
It sounds like a... What is
Sounds
that?
like a nerd name if you ask me.
Like a non-offensive, not very dangerous snake. It's
yeah,
not the black
that's
adder.
you. That's you.
Like a toothless snake.
You're the as a killer you've got the glasses held together with tape.
Yep.
And you're in the corner just twitching a little. You know what I mean? And maybe you're a poison guy. Maybe you come out towards the end.
Yeah.
And you've poisoned someone, you know?
Blue adder would be a terrible snake
Mm-hmm.
because it would be blue in the wild, and there's not a lot of natural kind of blue elements.
Exactly.
So I'd be just being
Shoved
eaten,
into a locker.
eaten
You're
by
right.
hawks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Well, my favourite colour's not listed, so black. It says not listed black.
So your name's not listed.
Wrinkles. What the hell is that? I've been robbed. I've been robbed by the killer name. I'm going to look up whatever that is.
All right, while you're doing that, Mason,
Yes.
just know that Georgina Campbell has joined the cast of Krypton.
Who's that?
I do not know, but who she's playing is, you know, it's set 2 generations before Superman,
Yep.
before Krypton explodes,
Uh-huh.
and apparently the L family are kind of in disrepair because of some kind of honor thing, probably.
Yes.
Maybe they didn't have enough pin art technology.
Oh, absolutely. That's right.
in their family.
Yeah.
But and she's going to be the daughter of Allura Zod, who's some kind of general, and has a forbidden romance with Seg-El.
So maybe she's the mother of regular Zod,
Perhaps.
secret mother.
Or even secret mother of Jor-El. Maybe the Zod and... Maybe the L family and the Zod family.
Oh, maybe. Do you think they can? Do you think they can build real continuity in a TV property, like comic book continuity? You know what I mean? Because this isn't canon.
Yeah.
Do you think they're allowed to do that? They can be like, okay, Jor-El's father is this person.
Yeah, I think they could. I mean, look at like Smallville and Gotham, presumably, where they're just like, here's all the villains, whatever.
I guess that's true. Yeah,
you know?
you're right.
So
You're right.
probably, yeah. Can't wait to see 6 seasons of the like building towards the explosion of Krypton, and then it gets cancelled just before.
Great. I guess we'll never know, guys.
What's that, Mason?
It's another Q fic. It's Harley Quinn. It's
That's pretty
classic
sweet.
Harley Quinn.
That is classic, yeah, from the cartoons.
Cartoon. She's
Yeah.
got a hammer. Love it. We got the Hulk one a while back.
We
the
did. That
Age
was
of
really
Ultron
cool,
one,
yeah.
and it's great. Bloody, put that.
You're gonna put that right there. Put it right there.
That right there.
Mason, well,
Yes.
look, if we're talking bloody DC...
If we're talking rink halls, a rink hall is a
weren't.
ring-necked spitting cobra.
So they're all snake themed.
Yeah, I think they're all snake themed. You know, like Bill, the famous snake Bill,
Yeah, I know.
and the bride, the famous snake, the bride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
great.
you probably saw this. It happened like just as we released last week's podcast, but Ben Affleck tweeted a video
Yes, he did.
of Deathstroke.
Yeah.
It looks like test footage.
Uh-huh.
And it's probably for the upcoming Batman movie more than it would be Justice League.
It looked like Arkham Origins footage to me. Am I wrong
Yeah,
in that?
no, you're not wrong. I mean, it was a pretty classic kind of looking Deathstroke costume. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of like variation. Like you immediately know who it is.
That's true.
What did you think? Or what do you think of it currently? What are you thinking?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Loot Crate, but if I had to think about the thing that you said moments
Sure.
ago, yeah, great. Looks good.
Yeah.
And I guess people are going to confuse him and Deadshot. I mean, that's...
Sure. And
The general public
And
are
I
gonna
feel
confuse the two.
who's he called? Wade Wilson.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Do you think there's going to be a nod to that? Are they not
I don't
gonna
know,
mention
but
it
you
at
know
all?
what's? I made a video on it.
Yes.
It's now up on my channel, Mason. You can check it out whenever you want. Not now, obviously. You got Loot Crate, you got news, you got
Oh,
two
yeah.
things on.
Okay, fine. Great.
But yeah, I said that was a point that I think some people will be like, is Batman fighting Deadpool? Well, okay, I'll
Right.
see that. But also, Rob Liefeld, Wade Wilson is a clear copy of Deathstroke.
Slade Wilson,
Slade
yes.
Wilson, sorry. No. Wade Wilson
That's
is a
what I
copy
mean.
of.
Yeah,
that's
who is Slade Wilson.
It was
yes.
Slade Wilson.
Yeah.
So, and there's a...
I'm on board. I'm yes
Okay, good.
You.
You're yes-anding me. And it was saying, like, these are the reasons why Deadpool is better than Deathstroke or whatever. But, I mean, aside from their personalities, which differ wildly, there's a lot of similarities between... Like, they're both in the Super Soldier program.
Yep.
Very similar costumes, healing factor, swords,
Yeah,
you know, all those things.
Correct.
But whatever, man. Every character's a rip-off of another character.
that's true, yeah.
Yeah. What's that, Mason?
It's a Hellboy, right hand of doom, a coin bank. Like,
That's really good.
you know, because he's
know.
always grabbing the coins.
He's always grabbing them
That's,
coins.
There was so many deleted scenes from Hellboy where it's just, give me that.
I'll take it.
Take it.
We're never going to see that Hellboy.
No, I
sequel,
wish.
are we? That's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. And it's ceramic, so when I fill it up with coins and I want them,
Smash. Is that really ceramic?
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna smash it.
It does look ceramic-y, his actual hand as well.
That's true.
In the movies and comics. Great, good stuff. Deathstroke, though, great. Good inclusion. What I think is interesting about it is Deathstroke is a mercenary, like Wade Wilson. And so that means there's probably another villain behind him.
Oh, true.
I don't think it's going to be a straight Deathstroke movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's no... Or would it be? Would he ever come back for revenge?
He has personal stakes, like he does, but generally he's
Yeah.
the guy you hire to kill another guy.
That's true,
It's like in
yeah.
Arkham Origins, the
Yeah.
video game. He's one of the 8 assassins.
Yeah,
that-
that's true.
that you have to fight. Yeah.
So do you think the Joker's behind it?
Probably.
It's almost certainly the Joker.
Well, it's supposed to be set in Arkham. That's the rumor. So maybe it's going to be assassins in Arkham, or even just one. But I think if you're going to do it in Arkham, just chuck in all the villains.
Yeah.
Like, That's a situation where more is better than less.
That's true.
And, you know, as long as you can balance it well. Mm-hmm. Even though we always say, Mason, why are you doing 3 villains in every superhero movie?
Look, in a way, we'll never be happy regardless of what anybody puts up on the
That is what watching
screen.
A movie is about.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Constant disappointment and nitpicking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't go along for the ride, that's what I say. Hey, did you see, if we're talking about news,
yeah.
Have you got Thor written down? Have you got Thor news
I'm
written down?
saving that for the letters.
Okay, cool,
but,
nice.
All right.
What
do you want to do now?
Do you have Ryan Reynolds news?
No.
If we're talking about Deadpool, I read this week, maybe it's old news, I read this week that he paid the writers to be on set for Deadpool.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting.
Absolutely. Well, he had a personal investment in that,
That's
so
true,
I totally get that.
Uh-huh.
That movie is like that. It seems like they really they pushed against it to kind of make this a better movie than what it should have been.
Exactly,
and it
right?
absolutely paid off. Maybe Fox should listen to
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes,
all the time.
Yeah. I don't know what
Ryan Reynolds should be head of production.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Because what are you more excited? Are you excited for more X-Men movies, or are you excited to see another Deadpool?
Deadpool too. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
The X-Men movies have run out of steam.
Yep. Fair enough.
Wait, what's happening in the next one? Mr. Sinister.
It's the 90s.
Oh, then I've definitely run out of steam. Although, have I? Where is it? Where would I run out of steam for real? To the 2000s? Maybe the early 2000s.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see like a Linkin Park kind of themed.
Everybody's wearing cargo pants.
Everyone's wearing long sleeve t-shirts and then short sleeve
t-shirts over the top. No, I'm bringing that back. I'm bringing that back. Yeah, single-handedly.
Good.
Yeah,
well,
don't worry about it.
I'm glad.
Probably how I'm going to wear this Loot Crate t-shirt.
So, Ian McDiarmid, who plays
Yes.
Emperor Palpatine,
Yes.
he has clarified that he will not be appearing in Rogue One.
Uh-huh.
Do you
definitively.
Yeah, but do you believe that?
Ooh. What's the exact phrasing there?
I'm not in it. It's something like, I'm not in it. I hear Darth Vader's in it or something. Or something.
I'm inclined to believe him.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's, if he was in it, he wouldn't say it. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's definitely in it.
Uh-huh.
But, and you know, because he's not in every movie. He's not
Yeah.
in A New Hope. So maybe if they want to kind of stick to that kind of...
Yeah, and I would also say that we've got Vader, we've got Mendo, we've got...
Probably Tarkin.
Yeah, so one more. That's too many cooks.
But you couldn't have him appear on a hologram and be like, Darth Vader, it's me. You're a dickhead. Ah.
Oh, he'd definitely have that. Yeah, absolutely. No, I don't. I think if he says he's not in it, he's not in it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Would you like to see him in future movies?
I think I'm sick of him.
You're the only person I've heard say that.
I think the prequels made me sick of him.
He's one of the best parts of those movies, though, because he
Yeah.
just bloody hams it up, mate.
Yeah, I know.
He's
yeah,
well into it.
But then, how does this fit into the new? Is there going to be a scene where he gets like some of his friends are like, "Hey, man, just rein it in a bit, will you? Be a bit more. Just people think you're ridiculous. Just rein it in a bit." That like he's talking to the HR person.
Right,
He's like,
right.
"Oh,
Yeah.
why does nobody respect me?" And they're like,
Because you wear a cloak with a little bow tie.
"You got a weird pig face now. What's going on there? What happened?" Just rein it in and just only appear via hologram and people will take you much more seriously.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Stop lightning bolting everybody.
God, God, he's unpleasant, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
an unpleasant man.
No, I'm perfectly happy to not have him. I think they're probably just going to go, look, if they're putting in Vader and Tarkin and it's a Death Star heist,
Yeah.
I think that's enough references.
Okay, fair
I think
enough.
it's fine that
Yeah.
everybody else is new.
I
I don't want to have to play spot the references in this movie.
Okay, fair enough. I don't, well, you're going to have to, Mason.
Oh, all right.
I think there's a very good chance that he could still be in it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, Mark Hamill has shaved off his beard, his Luke
Whoa.
Skywalker beard, for the first time since May of 2015. And he says it's a
I quit. That's what he said. They required me to have this for Luke Skywalker, and I'm sick of being Luke Skywalker. I'm out, baby.
So, and he's also mentioned that it's something
Just
like,
going to do conventions forever.
why not? That he's going to, like, it's gone until episode 9. So that's
Okay.
got people talking. For one, he's in episode 9, which I'd presume, but is he going to die in this next movie?
Wait, so he's saying it's gone until episode 9. So 9 is he growing it back for 9?
I guess so.
Is he shaving it off? Is he shaving it off for training montages? Is it symbolic?
Wouldn't you like to see, though, at some point, maybe in episode 8 or even 9, where he's all raggedy and like, I've ruined everything, and then he turns up as like professional General Skywalker, and he's clean shaven. He's got the sweet fade or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he's in like his best whites.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's in like an rebel kind of uniform. Would you like to see that transition? Where he's
Maybe.
like, I'm back. I'm Commander Skywalker, bitches. Vegas, baby.
Do you think maybe he shaved his beard so they can de-age him for 8?
Well, that was another thing.
Can you de-age somebody who has a beard? Because we've never seen it, surely. Or we've seen it multiple times and I just can't think of one.
I can't think of one, but I know when they de-aged Hank Pym,
Yep.
they had him shave his
Shave it,
beard.
yeah,
So I think, yeah, probably. I would like to see a de-aged Luke Skywalker.
Have we ever seen a flashback in a Star Wars movie?
No, but apparently the next one will have.
Oh.
You kind of get glimpses of the future.
That's true,
and
yeah.
of the past and whatever, but...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we get them. But, like, you know, when Rey has that weird flashback.
Oh, okay, right.
So you kind of... Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So maybe we'll see a little bit more of that. But also, do you think this confirms that he's alive in the next one?
Yes.
But Force Ghost.
Oh.
So he can come back regardless, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, right. So ultimately...
Confirms nothing, Mason. That was a trick.
Ah.
I'm sorry for
No, that's
tricking you.
okay.
Yeah. Have you got another Loot Crate thing?
Oh, okay, let's have a look. World of Warcraft loot pin.
Good stuff.
Yeah, right.
Well, Mason, before we move on, Loot Crate's theme for September is speed. So
I should say before we get started and you get started.
Sure.
Before you get started on getting started, in the Loot Crate magazine, there's also like a Suicide Squad rebirth. Like issue 1 is in here.
Oh, really?
It's in the body back here.
In the actual... Oh, that's cool.
Well, it's a preview, but you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
I hear you. Apparently, the Rebirth is doing very well.
Okay.
So, the theme for September is the quickest characters and vehicles. If you visit lootcrate.com/weeklyplanet, use the promo code weeklyplanet, one word, you get $3 off. They've got here Iron Man 2, Flash, Gone in 60 Seconds, Battlestar Galactica, Batman. That's the symbols they've got under the Loot Crate speed theme for next month. Iron Man 2 would be the race car bit, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Maybe
it
it's
would.
an Iron Man 2 race car. Interesting. That's my favourite scene in that movie that isn't very good.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Good
That
stuff.
is an excellent scene.
Mason, before we talk summer movies blockbustering, how much they've blockbustered this year, just two things I was on this week. I was on the Screen Junkies Universe show on Wednesday.
Great.
A live show where I rang in and we talked about the life of Gene Wilder for about 15 minutes. I spoke to a lot of people who I've watched and kind of followed over the years, and that was really cool. And I also found out the guy who writes the Honest Trailers, Spencer J. Gilbert, he also listens to the show, which is amazing to me.
Hi, Spencer J. Gilbert.
More enthusiasm, Mason.
Hang on, I was already at a 10. Give me a second. Hi, Spencer J. Gilbert.
Very good.
Right.
So yeah, it's on Screen Junkies Plus, so you can sign up. It's like something like $4 a month, but you can also cancel anytime. So and there's a free trial or whatever. So you know, you check it out if you want to bloody check it out. And also, I was on the Steel Wars live show, Mason, which I did yesterday, which is a separate podcast from the Steel Wars show, where I got to talk to a whole lot of Weekly Planet
How are you
listeners.
pronouncing Steel Wars again?
What did I say?
You said Steel Wars?
Steel Wars, yeah. So I'll link both of those below. But you know, check them out, man. Check them out, Mason.
Is it called? What is it called? That one?
I think it's the Steel Wars live.
Oh, perfect.
Show.
Perfect
Yeah.
explanation.
I'll
there.
link it below. Regardless, it's in my podcast feed. I don't know.
I've also written here, like as news, I've just written the word Camelot. And I'm pretty sure it's
someone
because
was cast.
yeah, they're casting
King Arthur.
They're making a police procedural TV show called Camelot.
I had different Camelot news.
Oh, wow.
They cast King Arthur in the Transformers movie. A police procedural. That sounds like a Monty Python sketch.
Doesn't it though? Or a Mad TV sketch.
Right.
One of those. Whichever the best one of those is.
What kind of...
King Arthur is a graffiti artist. He's called Art. His name's Art.
Is it? So it's modern day.
It's modern day.
That sounds fucking terrible.
That's all I wanted to hear, ultimately. And I think the main guy's name is Lance.
Of course.
He's Lancelot.
Yeah, no, I got it.
There's a Gwynny.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Is there magic elements in it?
I think there might be magic.
You know what? Anything can work.
Yes,
Who's behind it, actually? Who's behind it?
I'm going to look it up.
I shouldn't rubbish it just yet.
Okay. I'm gonna Google Camelot reboot and see what happens. King Arthur getting a police procedural reboot. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go, right?
Do you think it'll be the District of Camelot?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Is it set in the States or is it set in England?
It sounds American.
Right.
I want to look, I know you've said it's total garbage, but maybe this paragraph will turn you around. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. Developing a modern-day adaptation of the Arthurian legends called Camelot, which will turn the mythical Briton Arthur, son of Uther Pendragon, into a graffiti artist named Art. As in the tales of old, he's got his head in his hands. This is great. As in the tales of old, this new art will team up with his best friend Lance and his ex, Gwen, an idealistic cop, in order to realize his destiny. Wait, another paragraph.
What's his destiny?
Don't know yet, but...
Alright, sorry, go on.
Okay, later episodes of Camelot will presumably introduce... Oh, no, this... Okay, no. All right, that's the joke bit. I'm not going to read the joke bit. No free rides, vulture.com. But that sounds real bad.
What's his destiny? He's a graffiti artist called Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Who's behind it?
Oh, it says stars here. No, wait, no, that was from 2011, so maybe...
More like
this is from Fox.
More like
it's
no,
Fox.
No, sorry, that's it. No,
More
like no stars.
This has clearly been bounced around.
Good stuff, Mason.
Yeah, great.
Well, speaking of bouncing around, let's talk about the summer movies of 2016.
Okay, let's do it.
We're out of the summer.
Uh-huh.
Well, our summer's just coming up.
Yeah,
which is good for us.
Okay, tell you what, if we can talk about the summer, we'll talk about the summer movies.
Yeah.
What's been and gone and what's coming up and what's going to be great. But in the meantime, if I discover more facts about the upcoming Fox TV series Camelot, can I just
Of course you can.
Okay, great.
This is a hot topic.
Isn't it though?
This is what people tune in for. So I thought we'd talk about some of the May movies, because May sort of kicks off the summer movie season right up until the end of August. And then maybe next week we'll talk about the movies that are coming up for the rest of the year, but maybe not, because why would we? That's probably a bad idea for a show. Next week we'll do something different than what I just said.
People would like a Stranger Things episode. Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should edit this out.
Nah.
Okay, great.
I mean, yeah, I probably will.
All right.
Okay, so I guess for me,
Yes.
in general, it's a pretty middling summer. And I thought it was just me kind of becoming more disinterested in stuff. Just being like,
which has
whatever.
been the natural progression of you since I've known you, I feel.
That's certainly true. But
Yes.
looking at this list, there's a lot of really average shit here.
Great.
So maybe it's not just me, Mason. What did you think of the summer movie season, blockbuster season?
I think you're right insofar as there were some bright spots.
Yes.
And every time I saw a really good one, I'm like, oh, we've got a good one. We've got a really good one. I'm thinking specifically of Star Trek Beyond.
Absolutely.
I don't know where you've listed that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. So, look, I guess we'll briefly touch on all of these. We're not talking like independent cinema and stuff like that. We'll do a best of the year kind of in December. But just the big blockbusters, Mason.
Yeah.
The ones that make the big bucks. They never fail. They never tank.
Everybody love them.
Looking at you, Ben-Hur.
Everybody going with the flow and having a great old time. Did you see Ben-Hur?
No.
Okay.
Did you?
No.
Yeah.
Sorted. Hey, just before we get into it, so the new Transformers movie, King Arthur's in it.
Yes.
Is it going to be set?
I think there'll be a flashback because it's going to bring in the old Arthurian lore.
What do you think the Transformers are going to transform into in Arthurian times? Horses?
Nothing. I think they're just going to be those weird, big looking
I think they're going to transform into like castles.
Yeah.
And catapults.
Catapults. Yep. Windmills.
Windmills. Yeah. Okay.
Stone walls.
Yeah. No, I think it's. I think there will literally be a character who's a windmill, and the windmill will be on his arm.
Absolutely.
Some sort of razor sharp cutting weapon.
Well, the guy, because there's an ancient Transformer in part 2.
That's right.
And he said he transformed into a wheel. Like that was his first transformation or something. I don't know. Civil War, Mason.
I'm still thinking of funny things they could transform into.
Are we going to start the show and get out of here?
Bale of hay truck thing, you know?
Sure.
Horse cart.
Horse and cart.
Horse and cart.
Horse and cart. Pile of manure.
Yep.
That's something they had probably. Yeah. The plague. One of them transforms into the plague.
Oh, they might.
Some weird swamp. Yeah.
All right, continue.
Civil War, Mason. It was a May movie.
Yeah.
For me, one of the best movies of the year's blockbusters.
Same here.
In terms of, it's out on digital download now. I bloody checked it out. It's still good.
Still holds up.
You know what? Even if that movie wasn't good, that airport fight.
I'd still say it was good.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting them checks from Marvel.
That airport fight is worth the price of admission.
I think it is, absolutely.
I will pay $20 to see that.
Yeah.
So, we're only doing these quickly. Also, spoiler alert for every movie we know.
Oh, sure, yeah. And also, second alert, some of these we might be talking about with no actual knowledge of having seen the film.
Correct. I'm looking at these and I'm like...
Are we still going to judge them? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, Mason. Yeah. I don't know. When we did a Civil War episode, it lived up to my expectations of being a good thing. Mm-hmm. The only reason I'm looking forward to another Avengers movie is because the Russo brothers are directing it.
Yeah.
Captain America is one of the good trilogies now. As well.
Yeah, right, yeah.
One of the few,
Isn't that
few
great?
good trilogies.
Yeah.
Do you have a best in the Captain America trilogy?
It's 3.
It's 3, really,
It is
more than
3,
Winter
yeah.
Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, it is a Avengers movie rather than a Captain America
Sure.
solo movie.
Yeah, I
in
guess so.
many ways.
You know, I think this movie also has the best Hawkeye stuff. He has a fight with the Vision.
That's true, he does,
And then
yeah.
at the airport, he shoots
Yeah.
Ant-Man on the arrow. And then at the end, he gives like Tony Stark like a grilling.
That's true.
It's like,
yeah.
you're a dickhead.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's like, I know Age of Ultron kind of gave him a family and whatever, but that didn't really work for me at all.
No.
Well, not at all. But this was really interesting Hawkeye stuff to me.
Yeah.
I wonder what he'll do next, Mason. More trick arrows.
More trick arrows, almost certainly, yeah. And also, this was great because every scene in it, there was no wasted scenes in Captain America Civil War.
Very tight.
And every scene, like that opening fight scene where we've got Captain America and Black Widow and Scarlet Witch and Falcon, like every single moment of that, like it shows their powers and it shows their character and it kind of like, there's the bit where Captain America's doing his Captain America thing, and Crossbones throws the bomb on one of the bad guys throws the bomb on his shield, and he has to hurl it out of the crowd,
Right,
Like because he's like, I know I'm going to be vulnerable here, like I've thrown away my primary weapon, but I've got to.
I'm bloody Captain America.
Yeah, exactly, kind of thing. You get the sense of the character out of little action sequences,
And you see, like they've all kind of like Scarlet Witch's powers have kind of amped up a little bit because she can fly.
Yep,
You see Red Wing. Like
that's true, yeah.
And like little additions, like the Falcon uses his wings as shields.
a shield, yeah.
Good stuff, mate.
Yeah. Speaking of the Russo brothers, I recently rewatched a film that I didn't know was a Russo brothers film at the time when I watched it originally. It's called Welcome to
Me,
Colin.
You, and Dupree.
No, did they do that?
I think they did.
It's called Welcome to Collinwood. Have you
Okay,
seen that?
no, I haven't.
It's got Sam Rockwell and George Clooney, and it's like a whole bunch of down and outs in this suburb of Collinwood.
Yeah.
And it's and they're doing a heist. They've got to get together and like break into this jewelry store.
What year was this?
Oh, like mid 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good?
Yeah, it's real good. It's real fun.
I've never heard of it. And I've heard of every movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
How very surprising. Well, Mason, we got to move it along.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, but
we could talk Civil War all day.
Yeah.
If you want to say some more things, that's fine, Mason.
No, that's fine.
Because we've got to talk about the second best movie of the summer.
Did they even have windmills in Arthurian times?
No, they're probably not, but it doesn't matter.
No. Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No,
Mason.
the Transformers movies are known for their rock solid continuity. All right.
Look, the only thing they're known for is spinning jagged metal, underage girls, just really terrible dialogue and jokes.
Just Transformers roughhousing like they're little kids. Well, your mate Macy's in Welcome to Collinwood. Luis Guzman's in it.
Yeah.
2002 it came out.
That's why Luis Guzman is probably in that episode of Community, because they've got that statue of him as well.
That's right, yeah.
There you go. X-Men Apocalypse, the second best movie of the summer. What a triumph, both cinematically and commercially. I think it did middling for both.
Yeah, it was no good.
You didn't like it.
I
I
didn't
thought
like
it was
it at
okay.
all. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done with those movies. I mean, sure, I'll give one more Wolverine movie a go.
Yeah.
Because Hubert Jackman's so charming.
Of course. It's a shame because it's such a good cast, and it should be better based on that alone.
Is it a great cast?
First Class, I maintain, is one of the great superhero movies.
Yeah, all right.
It's got a great cast.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Fassbender, McAvoy, Lawrence,
name some of the other characters. Name some of the other actors.
Nicholas Hoult, the About a Boy.
Name the Cyclops guy. What's his name?
Dunno. I thought he was okay though.
Name the bloody.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Cody Smith.
Oh, they just say it's Cody Smith McPhee. Yeah. Name
the woman for the Game of Thrones girl.
Yeah,
Jean
you got
Grey.
it. Okay, you're all right. You've proven
Oscar
me wrong.
Isaac. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's good,
but not well used.
This movie's
in
no
this
good.
movie.
This movie's it's no good. They've run out of steam.
I'm not going to fight you on it, Mason.
They've run out of steam, but at the same time, there's way too much steam. You know what I mean? There's too many moving parts in this movie.
Right.
Yeah, we did an episode on it, but man, just speaking of like jagged metal spinning around,
There is a lot of jagged
just
metal.
2 hours of that. I felt every moment, every second of that movie going past. I'm like, oh.
I liked the Magneto stuff.
Uh-huh.
He loses his daughter. That's like, because Fassbender's an amazing actor, and he's going to be amazing in Assassin's Creed, because I made a bet saying that one of the 2 video game movies of this year would be amazing.
And what was the other one?
Warcraft.
Oh, and that wasn't good. So yeah, all right. Oh, wow, you're on thin ice now,
I am
aren't
very
you?
much so on thin ice.
If you hadn't mentioned that, I would never have remembered.
Fair enough.
I mean, our listeners would have.
Yeah, that would remind me. No, but I'll tell you, even though I said it's okay,
Uh-huh.
and I liked it,
Uh-huh.
I'm with you. I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, I'll see them all, but I have no investment in this universe. I don't care what's next.
Yeah.
You know what they need to do? Get rid of Singer. Get rid of him. Like he's done enough. Like he kicked it off and he did well. And Days of Future Past I think is as good as it is because First Class is so good.
Yep.
And you know it's the good idea combining the two casts, whatever you want to call it. Also, Matthew Vaughn was supposed to direct that, and I think he even wrote that one because he did First Class.
Yep.
And this one is just not. It's not on the same.
I don't. Is it an issue if he doesn't understand modern day superhero films, or is it that he can only do
Valkyrie.
what he does? Yeah.
Valkyrie. What else did he do? Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Other Usual Suspects.
They've all got a certain
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. They've all got a certain
Dullness?
vibe. Sorry?
Dullness?
Yes. They've got a certain vibe, and it worked for the first couple of X-Men movies. But I don't know.
Because it was the early 2000s.
Is it an issue of we demand more now as viewers?
I think it is. I think this would have been a better movie in 2004.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Mason.
Yeah.
And I think if we're going to get a whole lot of middling superhero movies, that's what's going to steer people away.
Yeah. Even the post-credit sequence was middling.
What was it?
It was
The
exactly.
box. I left.
Yeah.
Because they played the credits 4 times when I was in there, and I'm like, no. They kept repeating it. It kept stopping and then restarting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the premise of that is we'll get like an X-23 or somebody like that.
Yeah,
like
and that might be
Wolverine's
interesting.
clone, maybe. Yeah, okay.
I made a video last week on the future of Marvel, and I said they should, even though Fox will probably do an Old Man Logan movie.
When you say they probably will, aren't they literally doing that
They
right
are,
now?
but it's kind of a mixture of a few things, it seems like. And they don't have most of the characters. So I think Marvel should make an Old Man Logan movie without Wolverine, because they have literally every other character. They could do it with Captain America.
That's true.
Because you know there's that one Planet Hulk where he's got the ponytail, he's in the future, and he's riding the dinosaur. That's not a great comic, but it's a kind of a cool idea. And you could, because all the other characters are in it. You got Hawkeye, you've got the bones of Loki, you got the Hulk,
Devil Dinosaur that you just mentioned.
Exactly. You got Red Skull. Like you could do Old Man Logan just without Old Man Logan.
That's
and
true.
That would be a better Old Man Logan story than whatever mediocre crap Fox will peddle out.
That's actually probably true.
Along with their arty fucking Camelot retelling or whatever.
Oh,
they're
so
doing.
good.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just a thought.
Do you think the sword in the stone is in itself a transformer?
No, I think it's a weapon. Like in every Transformers movie, there's a thing they have to get.
Yeah.
And it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
But they can't all be the most important thing, can they?
Absolutely. And also you would think that they would mention it when they were retrieving the previous most important thing.
Yeah. Is this more important than the last thing?
Or they'd be like, we acquired the Allspark, but also there's some other stuff. Maybe we should get it now before time is
Before
critical.
it's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it next time? Is it a space bridge? I don't know. We'll just get it. We'll make sure. That would have saved us a lot of transformering, wouldn't it? If they
Boy.
just got them all in one movie. Let's get these 5 things. Done.
Got him. Okay, bye. We're going back to Cybertron.
Here's what I know you love, Mason.
Oh, here we bloody go. Whatever this bloody is, I don't know.
Alice
bloody...
Through the Looking Glass, the sequel to Alice in Wonderland.
Why would I have seen that?
Why would they make it? It made a lot of money, the last
Yes.
one. But surely you just look at the disinterest in that movie and then go, no, nobody wants to see this.
Who was in it? Well,
Donald Depp.
Well, see, that's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Was it Burton?
No.
Oh.
It was
the
another
last
guy.
one Burton?
The last one was Burton, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got time travel.
Yep.
Alice goes back to Wonderland. Johnny Depp has a family.
Ooh.
And then he goes back in time to...
Wait, is he mad in this one?
He's mad in the future, so they go back to the past where he's not as mad. Because he's mad because he lost his family or
So
something.
this is, in essence, a prequel to the previous one.
Which, yeah.
It's a prequel to a Tim Burton movie that not many people liked in the first place.
Even though everybody saw it,
Yeah.
except for us. Yeah.
Okay. Well, having not seen this...
What are you doing, Disney?
Yeah, right?
Why would you make this?
Yeah. Maybe this is maybe just the last of Johnny Depp's Hollywood juice. You know what I mean?
Right. It's all
like
wrung
this
out.
is yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's coasting on
Pirates.
He's coasting on Pirates. He's been
Yeah.
coasting on Pirates for a really long time.
And before that, he coasted on Nick of Time.
Didn't he though? Yeah. I'm a harried businessman. I'm running about. My daughter's been kidnapped or something. Am I a secret agent? I don't know.
Is this in real time?
Am I a regular guy? Great. And before that,
Gilbert Grape.
yeah.
And before that, Jump Street.
Jump Street.
Yeah. And before that, that Freddy Krueger movie that he's in briefly?
3. I think he's in 3.
Is he in 3? I think he's in the first one, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Then he comes back. I think he plays himself.
Wow.
Or something. Anyway. Here's a good one. This is genuinely a good one. And I've seen it now.
Yeah, we bloody go.
The Nice Guys.
I actually see. Oh, this is just going to be a litany of me going, no, I didn't see it.
It's really
I didn't
great.
see it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I only saw bad things.
No, it's a lot of fun.
Didn't you say it was okay the last time we talked about it?
No, I'd heard that it was okay.
Oh, okay, right.
But I really, really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I thought it was fantastic. A lot of fun.
Yep.
A lot of solid jokes. Russell Crowe's great.
He's the greatest actor
He's
in the
the
world.
greatest
Why
actor,
would you
just
expect
ask him.
anything less?
But like he's a great pairing with Ryan Gosling. It's got a great kind of 70s, or was it 80s? No, I think it's late 70s kind of aesthetic. It's just, I don't know, it's just solid, man. It's really fun.
And it's a Shane
really
Black,
good.
right?
It's Shane Black, yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
So I can't see how you would hate this movie.
All right.
It's just a lot of fun.
Okay.
And a lot of like violence. It kind of informs the storytelling and the
Okay, cool.
characters. Yeah. So it's well worth your time.
Do you think they should re-team again together?
Russell Crowe and
And the Goz?
yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Give me, what should they do?
Still sick with this.
Okay, great.
Though I don't think it did well. So,
Okay,
which
yeah.
is a shame.
Yeah.
But
Do you think, did it look like they were having fun together?
it really did. It
Okay.
really did.
I mean, that
You
might
get
be
that
because they're the
sense.
greatest actors in the world.
Well,
but-
one's better than the other, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously. Do you think they could? I reckon maybe they should re-team like they're in a food truck and driving around America,
Like Chef.
like Chef, exactly.
Okay, sure.
Which was an ad for Twitter,
What is that? What that was?
mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. I mean, there was a lot of Twitter in it, but yeah, I didn't know that. I like Chef though. I thought
Me
it was really
too.
fun. Yeah.
Me too. It's just nice people doing a nice thing.
Yeah.
Having a nice time.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was a good bloody John
Making-
Favreau movie.
Making sandwiches.
That's right. But no, I'd recommend that. I think you'd really like it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles 2.
Loved it. I loved it.
I did not like it, even
Yep.
though it had all the elements that I wanted it to have. But it's come to the point where I just don't really care about Ninja Turtles, I guess.
Huh.
I know
Wow.
this is like for a kid.
Yes.
This is like
Or a kid at heart.
or a kid
pointing
at
at
heart.
myself.
That's right. It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing Ninja Turtles movie because it's got all those elements, but it's got a boring Casey Jones.
That's
They
he is
don't do anything
boring.
with him.
He's like, I just want to be a detective.
Just initially, I'm like really well cast,
Uh-huh.
but they don't really do anything with him.
Yeah.
Is he a security guard? He wants to be a cop, or is a cop who wants to be a better cop, or
He's a
something?
cop who wants to be a better cop.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And all those ninjas attack the van,
Yes.
and then he tells them, like, yeah, all these ninjas turned up, and they're like, okay, and he's like, and there were 2 trucks, and they're like, okay, righto, mate,
Get
2
out of
trucks.
here. We're busting you down, a traffic guard. Get out of here. Yeah, I had a really good time with it. I don't know. I didn't see but that's the thing. I didn't see the previous one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not Ninja Turtles'd out.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but I even didn't hate the first one. Like they're about as good as each other.
Okay.
But
Well, maybe I should watch the first one then.
Nah.
Maybe I'll have a real
no,
good
this
time.
one is more kind of. It's got more of those elements. Like it's got Krang and
That's true,
Shredder's really poorly used. Bebop and Rocksteady are fun. Actually, that part I really like.
There you go.
Yeah,
Maybe they should team up in a road movie where they
make sandwiches.
make sandwiches in a truck.
for Twitter.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed it?
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to judge all the next movies on the viability of 2 of the characters getting together in a truck and going around America making sandwiches for the people.
You might struggle with this next one.
We'll see.
Warcraft.
All right, we can do this.
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster.
and his little wizard friend.
Yeah.
Or do you want to use the guy from Vikings?
No, I think it should be the king,
Yep.
Dominic Cooper.
Yep.
And
A griffin.
yes, that's right.
Is the griffin pulling the truck?
No, the griffin's in the truck. There's
Okay.
barely any room to make the sandwiches.
Now, I didn't hate Warcraft. Mm-hmm. But that being said,
Who cares?
who cares? Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be good.
Me
Because I really
too.
like Duncan Jones and I think he's a great director. But I think there was... Apparently, if you're a Warcraft fan,
Yes.
this is great. Like, it's just like... All the lore's like on point.
I'm going to Google, I am a Warcraft fan. I'm just going to Google that and see if there's 10,000 results that are like, but I thought this movie was garbage. We'll see.
I didn't think it was super well cast. Like, the young wizard kid, I wasn't convinced by. You know, where he's like, I'm going to beat Mendelssohn's big clay monster. It's the green magic, the good magic, or the bad magic. Dominic Cooper's been killed by an orc.
Where was his Griffin friend?
Get the truck
He was
ready.
prepping. Warcraft review from movieweb.com says, don't believe the haters. Tech Insider says Warcraft is a gigantic bummer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bummer.
Right? Look, I think you're probably right insofar as there were a lot of scenes in that movie where I was like, is there more behind this? There must be more behind this particular thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
People are throwing out character names, but at the same at the same time, that shouldn't be necessary for a movie. Like you should be able to say, oh, Kessel Run, in 12 parsecs, and I should be like, oh, that's a funny little bit of, a little bit of a little background, a little bit of background spark, a little bit of sizzle, that fleshes out the universe. But I don't have to know what it is in order to enjoy this movie.
Absolutely.
And I feel that there was a lot of this.
Yep.
I'm supposed to hear a name and go, that character's got a rich backstory and they relate to this character, and I remember that backstory, and isn't it good?
I just remember the first 15 minutes going like, what is this? Like, what's happening? Who's what?
Yes.
Like, it was a lot of going, like, they'd cut to different locations. They did have that thing we wanted to see where it had the isometric view of the battle.
That's true.
Like
they did
the
input a video game trope into the movie. So I guess I've changed my mind completely. It's great.
Would you ever see this again?
No.
Here's something you definitely won't see again, which I gave a pass to because I don't think it's any worse than the first one. Independence Day 4-2. Resurgence.
What did I? Here's the thing. I can't remember if I said this was good or not.
You didn't like it.
Didn't I?
I don't think so.
I was mildly positive about it.
Okay. Well, maybe you did.
I'd never see it again, certainly.
I thought you gave it a worst movie ever. That's from memory.
Huh. No.
I think you did.
Did I?
Someone tweet Mason if he did. I can't remember.
I mean, I could go back and check, but I'm not going to. Why would I?
So you got fond memories now.
No, I don't. I don't think I do. In fact, if anything, I think I was more positive originally.
Yeah.
And now it's fallen down the ladder of mediocrity.
Yeah, no, that's probably the same for me. What I did enjoy about it was I liked the world 20 years on, and they'd use that technology. I was like, that's really interesting. Goblin was great. He gobblimed about.
In retrospect, I don't think that universe used that technology
No,
enough. It didn't. Well, but it didn't feel like a real world.
Yeah.
It felt like a video game world. I didn't feel like anybody lived in a real world in that universe.
Yeah.
It was all just people living on the moon with their fighter jets and people standing around in stadiums watching giant TVs.
Yeah.
We didn't get any sense of anybody in the...
Like impossibly big open areas.
There was nobody living in the suburbs and we're just... I think that potentially actually there was, but...
I don't remember.
Okay, great.
Maybe there was, Mason.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. And Bill Pullman had a really terrible death.
Yeah.
And they shot the back of the alien and he fell out.
That's right. It was video game rules.
Yeah.
It's got the shield on the back, so shoot the shield on the back and then swing them back around and then shoot again and the shields will drop and then we're going to get Judd Hirsch and Jeff Goldblum in that food van.
That would absolutely work.
That's what I'm saying.
That would work.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Here's something
They're making traditional blintzes.
What are those?
It's a blintz truck.
Fantastic. What's that?
It's like a crepe.
Great.
It's got cream cheese and it's got raisins in it.
I'll take 2, Jeff Goldblum.
There we go. Yeah.
You definitely didn't see this. The BFG, Mason.
The BFG, he's riding the truck like a roller skate. And who else is in that movie? Is Andy Serkis in it? Is Andy Serkis the BFG?
The one of the dudes, Jermaine Clements is one of the
Charlie
giants.
Bucket. Is Charlie Bucket in this
No,
movie?
that's a different one.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Hate that stupid car.
He's got two. He's wearing the.
He's wearing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
as one roller skate, and he's wearing the taco truck as the second roller skate.
Do you remember?
And there's a kid there.
Have you read that?
I love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. How dare you?
It's just not very good.
Because it had an awesome flying car.
It wasn't awesome. It was weird and crap and British or whatever it was.
There's flappy wings.
Cars don't need wings.
Wow. Wow.
That's why I said it.
Wow. Brutal.
Have you read the BFG book?
Oh, maybe as a kid.
Yeah.
I have no memory of it.
I'm a big Roald Dahl guy,
As
man.
with most things of my childhood, no memory.
No
I don't know,
memory.
maybe. No memory, no nostalgia. Except for Ninja Turtles for some reason.
Which you probably mostly don't remember.
Correct.
Well. I love Roald Dahl storytelling. His movies are kind of hit and miss.
Well, he's not there to direct them. He is dead.
That's correct.
He's super dead.
He's so dead. I want to see movies of... He wrote some books about himself in his life called Boy and Going Solo. I want to see those movies.
Okay.
Like it's about him during the war and like growing up in Africa and all this kind of stuff.
Who do you cast as a young
A run.
Roald Dahl?
You need someone spindly.
Yes.
And
Is he
British.
spindly?
Yeah, he's spindly-ish.
Or have you seen him, or are you just assuming?
No, he is. I know what he looks like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here
I'm
we
a big
go.
fan.
All right, I'm gonna have a look. Oh yeah.
You'd cast the guy from Babe as him older.
This guy.
Yeah.
You'd cast the guy from Goodnight Sweetheart or whatever. Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses.
He's too old.
Yeah, I guess he's too old
Yeah.
now. All right.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the BFG.
Oh yeah.
Apparently it's okay. That being said, I know some people who saw it personally and hated it.
That's as close as we're going to get for a lot of these movies.
That's
we knew
correct.
someone personally.
And it was a lot of, wow, this looks good. How did the Giants look pretty good, but other than that, it just wasn't engaging.
Uh-huh.
Mike Rylance is the BFG.
Okay. Who's he?
He
Who's he when he's bloody at home,
He
eh?
was Russian in the Spielberg Russian movie that your dad probably watched with a spy, Bridge of Spies.
Oh.
Did your dad watch Bridge of Spies?
I considered watching Bridge of Spies, and then I didn't watch Bridge of Spies.
Maybe you should watch it with your dad on Father's Day.
Okay,
Mason.
great, I will.
Anyway.
It's hard to tell what dads will like. I'm sure my dad wouldn't like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does he like?
Think of a thing your dad might like.
Planes.
Wrong, he doesn't like planes.
Oh, no!
That's right, you don't know. You don't know what he bloody
He
likes.
likes Meccano, my dad. I got him a big bloody thing of Meccano, I told you, for his birthday.
But when you go over to his house, is he still playing with that Meccano?
He's using it as well, and with his grandkids.
Is he making some sort of chitty chitty bang bang-esque Rube Goldberg machine around his house to make his breakfast?
Here's one, Mason.
Yes.
Legend of Tarzan.
Uh-huh.
I watched it the other day.
Yep.
It's okay.
I'm using my skeptical face. You can't see it on the podcast, but it's okay.
You can feel it.
Define okay.
It's perfectly interesting in parts.
Uh-huh.
Tarzan gets beat up a lot.
Well, that's a positive.
Which I thought was
Wait, by who? Modern day thugs?
Modern day thugs.
Because he doesn't understand
apes,
our modern day ways.
Natives.
He seems
crocodiles.
bad at his job.
Yeah, he is
of
bad.
being Tarzan.
Because he hasn't been Tarzaning for a while.
Yep.
They're like, Tarzan, you have to go back to the jungle, and he's like, I won't do it. And they're like, you should. And he's like,
Oh, this
"All right."
is the period of Tarzan where he's a British gentleman.
Exactly.
Now, is he okay? Can I make an assumption here?
You can make as
this.
many
This
as
my
you want.
guess is that he's a British gentleman, and he's beaten up by thugs in London because he doesn't embrace his animal nature.
No, it didn't happen.
That would have been perfect.
Perfect origin for a food truck, though.
That's right. Okay, so it's Tarzan. Does he have a favourite ape?
Yes, or Jane. He's not going to go with Jane? They're just
No.
fighting on the road?
No, this is going to be an any which way but loose scenario.
Sure.
It's Clint Eastwood and an ape, but in a food truck, and it's Tarzan.
He has a favourite ape, yes.
Okay, then
He
it's the
does,
favourite ape.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy in this? It's
Christoph
Christoph Waltz.
Waltz.
No,
Yeah.
he'd be no good in a food truck.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
He'd be very particular, but to the detriment of the food.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have any soul to it.
Yes,
you
that's
know?
right.
Mm.
And he's German.
It's going to be
or
traditional
something.
African fare in this.
Okay.
You need a bit of soul to it.
Absolutely. No, Christoph Waltz hasn't got
Exactly,
that.
doesn't
He'd
got
be
it.
exploiting everything.
That's right.
That's what he's about. Anyway, it's okay.
Great.
I don't highly recommend it.
Okay.
But everything you've seen in the trailer happens. It ends with the stampede, and then, to be fair, Tarzan throws Christoph Waltz to a crocodile at the end.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty
yeah.
good.
Okay. His favourite crocodile?
Just a crocodile.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can't tame a crocodile.
No,
Doesn't
you
work.
certainly can't. We've talked about it.
Yeah, that's
before.
right. What's the best scene in the movie?
There's a lot of bits where Tarzan is on the ground and an ape is hitting him really hard. That happens like
I thought
two
he
or
was
three
friends
times.
with the apes.
No, because he goes back and they're like,
Oh, we don't
you
trust you
son of a
anymore.
bitch.
Okay.
And there's a bit where he saves Jane when they first meet.
So they remember him, but they remember his betrayals.
Because he buggered off, yeah.
He went off to the big city.
Yeah.
Like
to find his way.
Yeah.
Skarsgård's pretty good.
Okay.
As Tarzan.
Yep.
And you know what? Skarsgård. And this cracked the top 10 movies as well. Of
Wow.
Summer. Yeah. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Mason, Secret Life of Pets.
All right.
I didn't say it. Say it.
No.
Okay. Ghostbusters.
Who cares? Who cares in the bloody truck? If you ask me. Oh, all 4 of them in the truck.
You can't have 4, you got to pick 2.
5 of them in the truck. All of them
2.
and Hemsworth.
2.
Well, it can't be Hemsworth and Kristen Wiig. Or can it?
Too much tension?
Too much tension, or maybe that'd be good.
Yeah. You need a wild card and a straight man. So you
That's
need
true.
a Holtzman,
and
Bill
Holtzman.
Murray.
Oh.
Skeptic Bill Murray.
Yeah. Or Holtzman Leslie Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Or Holtzman Hemsworth. Because one's a genius and one's an idiot.
Yeah, but Holtzman, they're both too
There's
wacky.
unlimited
They're
combinations
too
of people.
wacky. There's no straight man.
Yeah, okay, you're probably right. Wiig and Holtzman? Because they don't know each other well
Yeah,
enough?
that'll do.
Yeah, okay, cool. What if it's a race two trucks.
Okay, so McCarthy and Jones and Holtzman and...
McCarthy, Jones, Holtzman, and then Kristen Wiig, Hemsworth.
Okay.
Because they're not... Because it's a race.
Okay.
And she's always like, let's stop... Wiig's always like, let's stop at this motel. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they've got to win the race.
Sure. Anyway, this movie...
This is a great movie I've invented.
This movie, Ghostbusters, is just a whole lot of nothing for me.
No, I still like it.
Like, there was some good jokes. It kind of... It pays too many homages. Doesn't do enough different stuff to make it interesting.
Okay, yeah.
And the stuff that it does do that's different isn't particularly fun or inventive.
I disagree, but all right.
Like the guy turns into a cartoon Ghostbusters symbol, and Chris Hemsworth's really good. He's really funny.
Yeah.
And there's one joke that I actually laughed out loud at the start, which we talked about, where they're like,
We saw it in the cinema together. Did we?
No,
we didn't. Okay, you're right. No,
I went to
the
ladies' night.
That's
when
right.
it was just me and
Yeah.
like 40 women.
Yeah.
I'll never see it again. I hope they don't make a sequel.
Now, my review system for a movie, if you recall, is if I woke up in the cinema and I'm watching it a second time, would I leave?
Yeah.
If I woke up at the start, I would stick around. If I woke up at the third act, I'd probably leave.
Fair enough.
Because that's a weak third act.
It is. It absolutely
And
is.
it runs out of jokes, I think, in the third act.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Yeah.
But again, I'm looking forward to all those guys retaming again.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it's just a whole lot of nothing. And it was just everybody, including like Sony and the fans and people who hated it or loved it, everybody got so worked up about this nothing movie.
Yeah.
That who cares?
You gotta leave the hype at the door, man.
Yeah.
You never leave it. You're always taking the hype in the door.
I always try to fit it through the door, aren't I?
That's right, yeah.
It's too big. All right, Mason, let's talk about Star Trek Beyond.
Yep.
It's a good one.
Yep.
I bloody loved it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was great. It was the most action-packed, probably.
Yep.
But it's also the most Star Trek-y. And oftentimes those two things do not mesh.
No.
Because when you think of a classic...
Generations.
When you think of a classic Star Trek, like a one of the an iconic Star Trek episode, whether it be original or Next Generation or whatever, you're like, well, they don't solve the problems with violence. They solve the problem with acting. With amazing acting.
Diplomatic.
And everything's a metaphor from the modern day.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that it's got great action, but it also feels Star Trek-y. From the sets, which are weirdly 1960s retro, but they're also, multi-million-dollar sets.
Yeah.
And just the characters working together.
That's
Spock
right.
and Bones.
The dirt bike works somehow.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think it would.
I still don't think it worked 100%.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't love the weapon that they were going to get. It was just a virus that you put in a glass city and whatever.
Yeah.
And...
I kind of feel like also that they could have... It is kind of a weapon that they could have figured out like a remote solution to.
Right.
Like just shoot a photon torpedo at it and it generates an energy field and you've got it.
You've done it. You've bloody got it. But no, it's a shame that Anton Yelchin will never do another one of these. And,
or anything ever
Yeah,
again.
well, that's right. Yeah. And it didn't make a lot of money, but it did okay. But I think good word of mouth we'll probably get another one based on how well this was received.
Yes.
And I would love to see another one of these.
Me too.
Yeah. I liked the first one. I did not as much the second one, but this one I think is as good as the first one. Maybe even better.
What do you think that's down to?
I think
combination of
it's Justin Lin. I think it's a cast of kind of established. They finally went out to space to do a mission.
Yeah.
That was a big part of it. I thought the villainous threat. I thought the swarm ships were really a really interesting idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Script, direction, acting.
Simon Pegg wrote it. Yeah.
Simon Pegg, yeah.
All of it.
Had it all.
All those things. Dirt biking.
The
new characters were good.
Yeah.
The new alien lady, who I don't remember.
So look, this is all well and good, but truck-wise...
The Spock bones in the truck!
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is it those two in the truck? Look, it's down to those two in the truck, or McCoy, black and white lady in the truck.
McCoy?
Not McCoy. Scotty, yeah.
No, he's Spock and Bones. Spock and Bones have the best subplot.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
movie.
probably true, yeah.
Though I would see the Scotty black and white lady food truck thing as well.
Yeah.
But I think because Spock and Bones were that much more entertaining.
Yeah, okay, all right, they're in the truck.
It also felt like Galaxy Quest in a good way.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I love Galaxy Quest. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Yeah. Anything else about that?
No.
Let's talk about Jason Bourne.
All right.
Who's in the food truck?
Who is in the food truck? Jason Bourne.
Is it him and that assassin, and they're just kind of they have to kind of make it work, even though one killed the other one's father or something.
Look, you know what? I barely remember the assassin in that movie.
He was that French guy.
Nope, still nothing.
He was in the second Oceans. He's the
no,
fox.
I remember. No. Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones and Jason Bourne.
Yeah. They're father and son.
Sure.
Except Jason Bourne's the father. Twist.
There aren't enough interesting characters in this movie to put them in a food truck together.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's the worst Bourne film of all of them.
Is it?
I think. Or it's the same.
Yeah, see,
It's
that's
more,
the problem.
you know what? That's the problem. It's more of the same. That it doesn't, and then they're like, and the internet.
Sure.
Social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really, ultimately, they're building a social media subplot several years too late.
Yeah, exactly.
2012 was the year. 2014 was the year for social media subplots, I feel.
Even then, I think that's pushing it. Yeah. What year did the social media Facebook movie come out? The year after that, that's your cutoff.
Yeah, that
point.
is the cutoff. That's probably true, yeah.
They probably won't do another one, I guess, because it wasn't very well received in general. Yeah.
At least we have the first one.
Yeah, at least we have the first one. But, like, Paul Greengrass made all the middling ones.
Yep.
Like 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3 in this one. Except for the Jeremy Renner one. I know a lot of people love 2 and 3. They really mesh together.
Okay, it's Damon and Renner in the truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Renner has to take pills or he's dumb. That's the plot of that. That's the plot of that movie.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
But he doesn't want to take the pill, so Matt Damon has to keep slipping the pills into whatever cuisine they're serving. Probably burgers or barbecue.
Burgers or barbecue. I think it'd be more kind of like army surplus stock that they have to get rid of.
Oh no, it's the actors.
Oh, it's the actors.
Yeah, because the characters are not interesting enough.
You're changing the rules.
Yeah, I'll change it. I'm changing the rules of my real dumb idea.
Let's try this one then.
Okay.
Suicide Squad.
Yep, still not good.
Fun characters for me.
Yeah, okay.
But I you know what's annoying? Like I had a fun time with this movie. But
that is annoying. But you had a fun time. That's annoying to me personally that you had a fun time at something.
But by default, I'm the guy who has to finds himself defending this movie.
Oh, to regular people.
But I don't even like I'm not even passionate about it.
Who are you defending it to in real life?
The Sanspants guys.
They're not real people. I mean, they're fine, but they're not. Like, I mean, out in the world.
Yeah,
like,
no, I have spoke to people like.
And you're defending this movie.
Not defending, just like, oh, it was fine, and they're like, oh, I hated it, it was garbage or whatever, and I'm like, it was okay. And my point is, I don't want to be that guy because I didn't like it enough where I have enough passion to really be like, well, you're wrong for this reason, this reason, this reason. If somebody's like, the character developed didn't make sense and it was all chopped up and weird and the Joker was really underused, I agree with all of those things.
Yep.
Like, it's just that I think I enjoyed it slightly more than most people. Yeah.
I've just been saying I just thought it was boring, which gets me, like, that makes me seem like a regular person. Because that's how regular people review movies. I just thought it was boring.
I should have said it was boring.
Then nobody asked any more questions.
It's got a balls third act, but I genuinely thought the character, like a lot of the character stuff was
boring.
El
Correct.
Diablo, good stuff.
All right.
Will Smith was Will Smithing about, which I enjoyed. Harley Quinn was accurate to comics, I felt. The villain was terrible. Boomerang didn't throw enough boomerangs. We talked about that, yeah.
Jesus.
You know what? I think it's better than Batman. It's more fun than Batman Superman.
Yep.
In the very least. But I don't think it's better than Man of Steel. I think I said that in my review. I'm taking that back. I think Man of Steel is the best DC movie. Which is not great. If that's your best one.
Well, it's an issue of... You know what? It's an issue of they just haven't put enough out.
Yeah.
If Marvel had just released 3 Iron Man movies...
They did.
But just 3 Iron Man movies over the course of 5 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd be like, they've had a poor track record.
Yeah, no.
But if they've just churn them out, man.
Okay, well, look at it this way, right?
Okay, I will.
The first 3 films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe were Iron Man,
Incredible Hulk,
which is great, Incredible Hulk, and then Iron Man 2.
Yep.
And I would say only one of those is a really good film.
Correct.
The other 2 are whatever. Next one's Thor, which I really liked. Then again, some people don't like that movie. So maybe it's just a matter of waiting for them to find their feet. That being said, they just finished making 3 Batman movies and a Green Lantern movie, and before that they did a Catwoman movie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of at the point where, can you just bloody knock one out of the park already?
Yeah, right. You've had how long have Warner Brothers been around?
They've been making Batman movies since 1989.
Yeah.
So, and then they did Superman movies before that.
Correct.
Were they Warner Brothers? I don't know. Probably. But these should be better than what
baffling.
they are.
It is
and
baffling.
they're learning the wrong lessons.
Yeah.
Like, why would you take the movie away and then really chop it up to the point where the story just makes very little sense and character motivations all over the place, and build the movie and like sell the movie off the back of the Joker, then take him out of it. Mm-hmm. And it's not even a situation where they can't turn around and go, oh, it's not like The Force Awakens where they could go, well, we never said Luke Skywalker was going to be in it much.
Right.
So you can't really be mad that he's in it for like 10 seconds.
That's true.
With Suicide Squad, you can, because that's how they sold the movie. And that's how they sold it to Jared Leto, who's super pissed off that this has kind of ended up being the way it is.
Yeah.
The next one has to be really good.
Which is Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Which, yeah, well, I hope it looks
Well, see,
good.
I don't think we touched on this. We mentioned that there was somebody wrote an open letter to Warner Brothers, and they're like, I'm an insider, and I know that this movie's not going to be very good. But then some actual Warner Brothers insiders and actual people who are in the movie industry came out and said, this guy isn't a movie industry insider, based on how he said things and the terms he used.
Well, yeah, it's on Reddit.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah, and they said, look, nobody associated with Wonder Woman has said that it's a mess. Like, not publicly, not privately.
Yeah, sure.
So,
and look, and that's the thing, we don't actually know. It might be a mess, but it's obviously not out yet. The trailer looks really good, but they're not going to say it's a mess if it is.
Correct.
Like, there were rumors of Suicide Squad being a mess, and they kind of just brushed them away, and it turned out that it was. So we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Look, at least the Ben Affleck Batman movie is going to be probably really good.
yeah.
Right?
Well, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
He's not going to let it go. He's not going to let it go out into the world. Not good.
We've got a question about it anyway.
Okay,
so
cool.
What's coming up? Sausage Party. It's real.
Yep.
Oh,
wait. Who's going to be in the truck? I know.
Killer Croc.
I'm going to say Captain Boomerang Katana.
Oh, yeah. They're an unlikely couple.
They're an unlikely couple, exactly.
Maybe they'll fall in love.
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right, Mason, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Because she's been burnt by love because her husband's in a sword.
Yeah.
And he's an Australian.
And he's been burnt by lightning because the Flash chucked him in a jail real fast. So, and also, and they had a nice meet cute at the start.
Yeah, sure.
She put the sword up to his throat and threatened to kill him and steal his soul.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Pretty good. She also didn't steal a soul in that movie.
Not a single one.
Don't say your sword can steal souls and then not do it.
No good.
See what I mean? Why am I the guy defending it when I've got a lot of problems with it?
It's self-loathing. Is your
I
problem.
still had fun. had
right.
fun. So what do you do?
Would you watch it again?
No.
I mean, you're going to have to.
Yeah, well, we'll do a commentary at least. Won't we?
Right.
Yeah, probably. Sausage Party.
Yep.
Well?
Did you see it?
No.
You know, I didn't see it because I was kind of ramped up to see it because I like the Seth Rogen. I like is Dave Franco in this? One of the Francos is in it. Probably James or Dave.
Yeah.
One of those Francos is in it. Speaking of which, have you seen the trailer for that movie Nerve?
Yeah.
Is it good? Does it look good?
Apparently it's okay. It's
Okay,
about
great.
this app will make you do crazy things or whatever.
Oh, it's the app about dares.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay,
Is
right.
it? I don't know.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. It's Emma Roberts and Dave Franco.
Why didn't you see Sausage Party though?
Because of the weird behind the scenes stuff that came
they
out.
underpaid the
So supposedly,
the animators.
did we talk about this in the show?
I don't think we did.
So supposedly they got all the animators they were like, you have to finish this. You got to work all this overtime, and if you don't work all the overtime, we'll just get rid of you, and we'll find people who will work the overtime, and we won't pay them. And so eventually, they got some sort of union representation or something like that, and they're like a whole bunch of people quit because of this, and then more people came in together and were like, okay, we demand this overtime. And then it turned out that the people who quit before this overtime was instituted have been removed from the credits.
Oh, right.
So apparently there were 87 animators involved in creating this movie.
Yeah.
And in the credits there's 40.
Okay, so steal it off Pirate Bay. Is what you're
steal it
saying.
on Pirate Bay, exactly, yeah.
We would never do that.
No, find a cam, putlocker.com.
That makes a lot of sense though, because the budget is $19 million. And it doesn't look like a $19 million movie.
No, it looks...
Not with that animation.
Looks primo.
Yeah, so it's like I wouldn't say it's Pixar level, but it's
It's
pretty bloody
certainly the
solid.
best of DreamWorks level.
Yeah, that's right. They've all got DreamWorks face anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I've heard it's funny, so yeah, I'll see it eventually. Here's something. The last two I haven't seen.
Yeah, great.
Ben-Hur.
Why not end with 2 movies we haven't seen?
That's right. Ben-Hur we talked about last week in terms of what were you thinking? Why would you make that? Why would you put $100 million into this?
Yeah.
Though they're making a Passion of the Christ sequel. Mel Gibson's back.
Huh.
He's going to be like, Jesus returns. He's back from the dead.
Wow. Do you think it's going to be... Have I mentioned the harrowing of hell on this podcast?
No.
So, maybe I have. I mentioned it to somebody. It's
Who's in the food truck for sausage party? Just all the food?
Oh, no.
It's just a murder.
It's just a... Yeah. It's sausage party too. It's fine.
Okay.
So this is a thing that I read. This is my favorite Bible thing.
Yeah.
It's not in the Bible.
Right.
But basically, you know how if you're a Christian... Oh, this isn't very comic book movie themed.
No,
but this will be great for a sequel.
Definitely.
So, you know how... Because he's dead. What are they going to do in a sequel?
You bring him back. He's back. Don't you remember what happened? Weren't you there?
I was there.
Didn't you read it in the book?
Oh, yeah, I did read it in the book.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so basically, if you're a Christian, like the primary tenet of Christianity is that you can be a really good person, but if you don't believe that Jesus is like the Son of God, you go to hell.
Rough.
Yeah, right. You don't go into heaven, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess the question arose in Christianity. Okay, so what about all the people who were really good people, but existed before Jesus lived?
Okay,
what
right.
happened to them?
Yeah.
Like, are they all in hell? And I guess like the leaders of Christianity had to make a decision, and so they were like, yes. Everybody before Jesus went to hell. So all the people,
Even Moses?
yeah, they're all in hell. So Moses and Abraham and all the greats, Job, all those great. So they all went to hell, right?
All the original characters, the classics.
Yeah, all the classics, all the golden age Bible characters went to hell, and then like everybody, they're all in hell, right? So
Adam and Eve?
yeah, they're in hell. So because they didn't know that, because they didn't know he existed, they couldn't believe he was the Son of God because they didn't know he existed, so they all went to hell. So you know how when Jesus died and they put him in the cave and they put the rock and he was there for 3 days and then he left.
Yeah.
In those 3 days,
Yeah.
he went down to hell and he got everybody out. He
Like a rescue mission?
Like a rescue mission. Yeah.
So you're saying you want to see that movie?
Yes.
Me too.
Right? Good.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's not in the Bible, but that's like a separate text.
By default,
Yes.
even if, say you, because you were born beforehand.
Yes.
But even if you, say hypothetically you were going to be born after and you wouldn't have believed, does that mean Jesus still grabbed you just because you were there, you were before Jesus? Even though you're like, I'm not sure I believe any of this.
Look, I don't know the rules of this universe, man. I couldn't say. But that's a fun little tidbit.
That's great.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hope that's the sequel. Yeah. Good.
What else is the sequel? What's he doing?
He comes back and people are like, is he back or is he not back? And he's like, no, it's me. And they're like, they hear the holes in me. Check him out.
Oh, yeah,
And
pretty
they're
good.
like, pretty good.
All
Jesus,
right.
well
Yeah,
done.
that does sound great.
Yeah.
That's something I would see.
I haven't seen Passion of the Christ.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to see a man being whipped for 2.5 hours.
No, well, I watched it. I didn't watch it, but I flicked over the TV one time, and it's just Jesus like covered in blood, just going, "Ugh," and then I'm like, oh, that's not really for me. And then I flick over, and then I'm like, an hour later, I flick back, and it's exactly the same. He's just like, "Whoa."
More bloody?
Yeah.
He's been whipped more.
And then it's on like network TV, so it's like 4 hours long.
Yeah, absolutely.
I kept flicking back, going, maybe it'll be over now. Ugh.
Nah.
No,
Kubo and the Two Strings.
I've heard that's great.
It's not out yet here, I don't think, but I'm going to go see it.
Oh wait, Ben-Hur. Did you have any thoughts on Ben-Hur?
What-
Did
no,
it make any money?
My only thought is, what are you thinking? I talked about it last week. Of course that's not going to make money.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you put $100 million into this?
Yeah.
What are you, an idiot? Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's my thoughts.
Great.
Kubo did not do super well,
Uh-huh.
but apparently it's amazing.
Okay, cool.
And Charlize Theron is the monkey, and what's his name? Matthew McConaughey is the bug man.
Huh.
So that's good enough for me, Mason.
Do you think Hollywood celebrities are getting better at being voices in movies?
I think so.
Yeah, same.
Well, but they're also, I think they're better at choosing them as well.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Like,
sure.
because it used to be, what did Billy West say? You just get Will Smith to voice a
I'm Will
fish.
Smith, I'm a clam.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
No, I think, it's a very specific skill, and I think they're better at
Like
it.
when you think about the Shrek movies
Yeah.
that I do constantly.
Sure.
Think about the Shrek movies. Some of that voice acting is not good. Like if you close your eyes and just hear those line readings, no good.
You don't think Shrek's good? You don't think Mike Myers does a good Shrek?
No, Shrek's fine.
What about Donkey?
Yeah, he's all right.
Okay. That's it?
I'm thinking about Princess Fiona. Some of those line
Yeah,
readings
fair
are not
enough.
good.
Justin Timberlake does one as well.
Uh-huh.
The third one. That's pretty flat. Well, Mason, that's all the summer blockbuster movies.
Whoa!
You have to now. So you can't pick the ones that are in May for the best ones. So from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles onwards, which is the best one? It's Star Trek, isn't it?
It's Star Trek, yeah.
Good stuff. Let's move on.
We did it.
It's time for our next segment.
Oh.
What are we reading?
Oh, what we gonna read?
I'm doing the thing. What are we reading today? I should also point out to people, if you have a favourite movie of the summer, tweet at us. We'd love to know.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Or maybe some indie stuff or some
Yeah.
hidden gems we didn't see. Maybe you saw something at the bloody Melbourne International Film Festival and you saw a good one.
I've got a hidden gem for what we're reading, what we're gonna read.
Okay,
Mason.
what's that?
I saw Sing Street.
Sing Street.
Sing Street. Do you ever see Once? It's from the director of Once,
Okay.
which is fantastic
Sure.
musical and/or movie.
Uh-huh.
Sing Street's amazing. Everybody should see Sing Street. It's about a kid starting a band in the 80s, and he goes to this Irish Catholic school, and it's kind of him rebelling against his bloody. Everybody's kind of against it. But what's great about it is he's not ashamed of kind of that he loves music and he's doing this thing. Like he just flies in the face of all of it.
Does he literally fly?
He
In the
literally
face?
flies in everybody's face. No, but it's a real. I don't know. I found it a real lesson in just not giving a shit about what other people think and just doing whatever you want.
Okay.
Like following the thing that you love, and it's got great music.
Is this a cast of unknowns?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Sorry, there's a few people in there. There's the dude.
Is Hugo Weaving in it?
No.
I feel like this is something he might
as
be
the
in.
principal. No, Jack Raynor, who's in Transformers 4, is in it.
Oh, the murderous Irish
Yeah, and he's
stunt driver.
really good.
Is everybody singing in this?
Not everybody.
Okay.
Littlefinger's in it.
Oh yeah,
from
good.
Game of Thrones, and he's really great. But
Is he the principal?
no, he's the dad of the kid. But it's just I don't know. It's a really kind of realistic look at.
Wait, is this an American movie? Or?
No, it's Irish. It's an Irish film. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's well worth watching,
Okay.
Mason. So bloody check it out.
Right.
And an independent cinema near you. It's still showing, so get into it.
Cool,
what did
man.
you read?
What I'm going to get into, well, I'm going to attempt to get into because I've heard mixed things. The Get Down on Netflix?
I keep seeing that, but I don't know whether it's not good.
Well, I've heard it is good, but I've also heard people have turned it off 10 minutes in.
It's Baz Luhrmann.
It's Baz Luhrmann, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a Baz Luhrmann fan? A Luhrmannite?
Oh.
The Illuminati?
Oh, very good. No, I'm not. No.
Right, yeah.
Look. See how we go.
Give it 10 minutes then.
I'll give it 10
That's
minutes.
the rule,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
10 minutes, it's no good, turn it off.
Well, I mean, it's my rule generally is 4 episodes, so.
Okay. But this is
But I can do 10 minutes.
But this isn't it's like a big part 1 and then there's going to be a part 2, isn't it? Or is it a series?
That's a series.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was like a telly movie. I didn't know that.
There was something else I was going to watch. Nah.
Nothing?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Mason,
Yes.
get that letters theme playing. Get it playing now.
I'm thinking about it.
Don't think about it. Act up.
Letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a day away. Hang on, they're here right now. We're gonna do letters.
That was so on point, Mason.
Thank
that
you.
It took me by surprise. Good job.
Never again, let me tell you.
Got some letters here, and by letters I mean tweets. If you hashtag Weekly Planet Pod on Twitter, tell us a bloody story, mate, and we'll.
I mean, 140 characters.
Yeah, sure.
Don't tell us a whole story.
No, just keep it brief.
Yeah.
That's how we do
Unless
it.
you like met a funny man on the bus or something.
For sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't care. Tell Mason that.
Yeah, let me know about your funny man on a bus stories.
This is from Zach.
Or if you're starting some sort of food truck. Tell me about it. I want to know.
I do love a food truck.
Me too.
This is from Zach Daniel. What are the odds we ever see Affleck's
Zaniel.
solo Batman movie, or will they reset the DCU again?
No, he's contracted for heaps.
I think
right?
he'll have to do it.
They
right?
are so
It's
committed in
moving
terms of
ahead.
money and resources and contracts. They're going to have to do it.
Yeah. Do you think there's any bit of regret in Affleck where he's like, I'm tied to this universe and it's not doing super well?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That being said, in every movie that he's in of this, people are like, even if they don't like the movie, they like him.
That's true, yeah. And if he doesn't, he has to push this forward because if he doesn't, it looks like he's going to abandon it. Like he got scared.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you
No,
can be
you
in
know
Hollywood,
what?
a chicken.
If he jumped ship,
Yes.
I would understand.
Right.
Like, I'd totally get it.
Uh-huh.
So, but no, I think they're definitely going to do it.
Yeah.
It's from Kevin Dillon. Oh.
Oh, the Kevin Dillon.
What do you guys think shows like Arrow / Gotham / Flash would be better served with 12 to 13 episode seasons?
Yes.
Me too.
100%.
And then we could catch up on them all.
Yes, exactly.
It's got to the point for me, it's too much stuff. I can't
Yep.
make videos and edit podcasts or whatever.
And I can't do whatever I do when I'm not here.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, 12 to 13 would be fantastic.
So good.
Consolidate. Oh, you know what's interesting?
What's that?
I got contacted by somebody recently from a marketing company.
Oh, yes?
On behalf of ABC. And they're looking...
Wait. Oh, the American ABC.
The American
Okay,
ABC.
yep.
And they're looking to people to promote Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 4.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, oh, man, if this was any other Marvel property.
Right.
Because I've rubbished that show
Yeah.
so much. That being said, I'm a big proponent of making hay while there's bloody sun, mate.
Yeah.
So-
Transforming into a hay bale.
So I said an email, I said, listen, I'll do it if I can make fun of it.
Huh.
So I haven't heard back yet. We'll
That
see how
being said, maybe
goes.
this is the season where it turns around.
Maybe it is, Mason.
So,
but
you
I
know.
can't come out and say I heartily endorse this. I can come out and say this is when it comes out. These are the dates because I've done nothing but ridicule this show for like 3 years. So you know, that's the way that goes.
Maybe it's the season where it comes good. Who knows?
I'll have to think about it.
That first episode was really good, if you recall.
It really was.
The car flew.
Yep.
Yep.
That was it, wasn't
Yeah,
it? So I'm in a bit of a dilemma, Mason.
You're in a bind.
That being said, I'll take some bloody ABC money, mate.
Right.
Yeah. I'll probably just do it. Please discuss, this is from Charlie Newman. Please discuss the Thor 3 Comic-Con trailer.
Ah, very good.
You mentioned it earlier, Mason.
I did mention it. It's Thor, where he was during Captain America: Civil War.
Send a raven.
Yeah, he was. He'd moved into a flat with his new friend Daryl.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great.
Now, how do you think that came about? Do you think the studio went, "Hey, Taika Waititi, can you do a What We Do in the Shadows situation with Thor?"
Or do you think he just did it?
I think they asked him to do it.
Yeah, for comic, because it's for Comic-Con.
Yeah. I think they were like, you're funny and you've got that little
Yeah, you do that.
bit
that
of comic
thing you
magic.
do.
Yeah, just can you do that again?
Yeah. What did you enjoy it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Did you like there's a bit where Mjolnir is holding him
Yes, that was good. Yeah,
and it's got a little bed,
Yeah,
like it has a little
Yeah.
it has a little nap. No, I thought it was great. Do you think we're not going to see this level of absurdity in Thor Ragnarok?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are pushing though for a Thor Daryl spin-off.
That's right.
Darren
There's a petition.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you watch that? Maybe 6 seasons. Do it like the British Office.
Yeah.
You do 6.
Or maybe I would watch a series of shorts.
Okay, sure.
Because I mean, Chris Hemsworth he's not going to do a Netflix series. He doesn't have the
No,
time.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too handsome for Netflix.
He's too handsome for
in a way.
Netflix.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie Cox. You are go.
But well, comparatively, yeah, he is,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah. But no, I loved it. I thought it was great. It's a good little bit of promotional material for Thor
yeah.
Ragnarok. Mark Ruffalo's in it.
That's true.
It's really Chris Hemsworth, man. He's got some bloody comedic chops, doesn't
Yeah,
he? Like between this and Ghostbusters, and
I thought he could have.
thought it up more.
I thought.
Yeah.
Wasn't worth it.
No, that was absolutely worth it.
Thank you. I reckon he could have cranked it up a couple of notches.
Okay,
I
fair
think.
enough. All right.
Yeah.
In your face, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's good enough for Netflix.
Ugh.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think that's the show then, Mason.
We did it.
Anything you want to push on people listening? Anything you want to force down their throats?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant like, all the stuff we do at the end.
Oh yeah,
The
no.
episode.
We didn't mention the loot crate. Like we didn't mention how you actually.
No,
like,
I did.
What? Did you?
I said use this code, go to
Oh,
this
okay,
site.
right. Great. I tune out.
If I didn't, lootcrate.com/weeklyplanet promo code weeklyplanet for $3 off.
Great. All one word.
All one
The whole
word.
thing, all one word.
Mash it into your browser.
Oh yeah, so we're at Weekly Planet Pod on Twitter and Facebook and Gmail and Bandcamp.
Yes, I'm at Mr. Sunday Movies.
I'm at Wikipedia Brown on Twitter.
We've got something in the works, Mason. It's probably not it might be this week.
Yeah.
But I'm away next weekend
Oh,
on a Bucks party.
Whoa.
And I'm also away the weekend after. So,
how are we gonna do the show? Just
because we'll have to do it Sunday night when I'm really hungover.
that's fine.
But
great.
but
It's where the best episodes come out.
so I don't know whether Ben's working on the first one, the editor,
Oh, cool,
and,
yeah.
and Eric who's doing some animations. I got to show you some stuff, man.
Okay, we'll do
that.
that.
It's looking.
It's exciting.
really
This is
cool.
our little. Now, if you guys didn't listen to the you actually mentioned
I
it on
mentioned
the
it,
Star
yeah, yeah.
Wars, the Star Wars Live
Yep.
podcast thing. you actually spill the beans on that. So if you want a little sizzle, you
can
should
bloody
listen to that
check it out.
stream. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. The episodes where you're really hungover, they're gonna be good. It's just gonna be me presenting you with maths problems.
My maths is good to about an eighth grade level.
Yeah, good.
That's where my
good.
maths is at.
What else? If you guys
Bandcamp.
want, yep.
Oh, sorry.
Bandcamp, we did that. If you guys want to help support the show, if you want to throw in $1 a month or something like that, we've got patreon.com/Mr. Sunday Movies. We've got an Amazon affiliate link in the episode description. You can click on that. You go through to regular Amazon. If you're going to buy something on Amazon, oh man, what if... have you seen some other stuff on Amazon? It's crazy.
There's got too many stuff.
You can buy a threshing machine. All we need is one podcast listening farmer to buy a threshing machine. You click through, you pay you the regular prices, we get a kickback somehow.
What's a threshing machine
For
cost?
threshing? Oh, I don't know, like 20 grand?
Seems reasonable.
Doesn't it?
So it depends on how much threshing you're
Yeah,
doing.
that's right.
obviously.
Yeah, if you're doing threshing every day,
Yeah.
it pays for itself, ultimately. You know?
Good stuff.
What else? We got some t-shirts.
Yep.
On,
no, that's all going to be moving soon.
Oh, okay, cool.
So everybody gets a better cut.
Oh, very good. But
So,
currently,
yeah.
redbubble.com.
But maybe hold off if you
Yeah, oh,
want.
yeah.
If you want, because we're going to TeePublic and
Okay, cool.
everybody gets a better cut.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
see how that goes.
Yeah. What else? Do we other stuff?
That's it. That's it, Mason.
No, there's other stuff. No, there's not.
There's no other stuff.
Thank you to the Brute and the Basilisk and Rackham for our musical theme
Yes.
songs.
Thank you for Raw Collins, the Weekly Planet. The
Yeah.
Weekly Planet.
The Weekly
also,
Planet on
Also
Twitter,
doing
yeah.
his own stuff on the YouTube channel. He's also got a Patreon for all the animations that he does, which is super cool.
Nice.
So chuck him a couple bucks if you want. Take it away from our Patreon. I don't mind. Give it to him. What do you think of that, Mason?
Fine, I guess. Thank you to everybody who's been downloading and subscribing and reviewing and all that
Yeah,
sort of
man.
stuff, telling your friends. We cracked 1 million downloads for the last month.
We did, and that was just on the audio.
And
That's not including
And sure,
YouTube, yeah.
technically that might be because there were 5 Mondays last month.
But sometimes that's okay.
It is. We'll take it. We'll take it on a
But
technicality.
we cracked it by quite a lot.
That's
so
true,
I don't
yeah.
think it would have.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we probably would have hit it anyway.
Mhm.
That's
the
it.
show, I think. Yeah. Mhm.
Next week, I don't know. Pull something out the last minute.
Great. That's
Depends
a
how I
spirit.
feel.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, good
All
stuff.
right.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Grab Dad Jam, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.